that 24-6 run to start the fourth quarter and pretty much took control of the game. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how the London Lightning play without Royce White in the lineup.
Yes, he was averaged about 20 points in the season as Junior Cadogan makes a nice move and a fake and
much more effective.
Send it inside the Dixon double team, back outside. Clinkscales airs it out and gets the three and ties things up.
Try to get to the rim that last time down. He was very good in that first possession getting it to the rim, but he was stopped at that prevailed.
Bernardo Dixon hits the three. Is Antoine Mason. Johnson with the ball in the corner, entry pass. Criswell, only 1 point so far, but hands it into the driving Anderson. He lays it up and in.
From beyond the arc, they've been able to get 6 points, but all those shots have been from beyond the arc and not inside the paint.
Watson with the attack and the bucket as the shot clock winding down. Jay Washington, he is here, as we mentioned, off the top. But feeling a little bit of pain. Of course, he's had a couple of injuries, and Criswell all of a sudden, just like that, gets a bucket. Decides to bring it out. Gets the return pass, Criswell. There's nice ball movement here by the Lightning. Williamson attacks, contact, but he gets the bucket anyway.
Yeah, outstanding ball.
Have to be relied on as well as Williamson with White out of the lineup. Cadogan now swinging to the corner. Capers open look and gets the three.
Yeah, nice
4 point lead.
Offensive spark, and he was good down the stretch defensively as well.
Mason with a nice pass inside. Hurricanes once again late to the shot clock, but Bernardo Dixon hitting another three. What I'm trying to say there, and it makes it 13-12. 4:27 left to go. Oh, Watson, he drove by, and all of a sudden Friesen allowed to. A little bit fortunate right there. There's a nice entry pass there from Friesen. Phillips from deep, bucket.
Marvin Phillips.
Him ever going a game without not scoring a point, Vince. In the regular season, it was got at least 2 points or 3 points. In the meantime, the Hurricanes come back and get a bucket of their own and make it. Hurricanes and only had 9 on game number 3. Of course, we all got to remind everybody they had a busted lip in the first quarter and took a good blow. In the meantime, Marvin Phillips comes back with an easy bucket.
Happy between the tie-up behind the play between him and Billy White. There was no call.
Junior Cadogan, nice no-look and a finish there by Capers. Woo, baby. Poole swings it over to Watson. Otieno here on the coach's hunt. Pinch and elbow jumper there by Watson. Really had a chance to do much with the rock. 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from downtown. Otieno out to Clinkscales. Over Phillips for 3. Bucket as Phillips in the neighborhood. Otieno, the former Alberta Golden Bear. Here's Poole now, back out. Watson, bucket through contact.
Anderson, when he's getting that pick and roll, he's coming off of that pick and he's going quick to the basket. He's been definitely.
Poole ties it. Oh, it's a long distance too, pardon me. So almost lost his balance. Shot clock at 9. Haywood calling for a screen. Watson comes. Haywood puts it up and in. 20. Anderson swings it over the near side here to Cadogan. Clock at 7 now. A little bit of room. Puts up the jumper and the bucket.
Junior Cadogan's a very good.
Game number 4. There's an air ball thrown up there by Poole, and Anderson brings it up here for the Lightning. Williamson puts on the Jets and count it and 1.
Outstanding.
Free throws are hurting the London Lightning. Now 4 of 7. 6:53 left. Haywood over Williamson. Long distance too. Give the ball to Williamson to throw in. Nice pass there. Doug Herring Jr. and he's off the stud, and they'll probably put him in a little. It's the bucket.
Great heads-up play by Herring Jr. Able to cut back towards the rim when he didn't have anything.
Look who's heating up. Spew product. Downtown 3.
They've only surrendered 3 offensive rebounds thus far, the Hurricanes, so
shot clock was winding down. Johnson throws the dart. Otieno with the bucket.
Aggressive, attack the rim, get the inside game going, and then go to the outside game.
Very intelligent Scotiabank Center crowd showing their appreciation for a guy that hasn't seen a lot of playing time. Get 13 to shoot. Playing skills, Phillips on the one-on-one, now taking it strong, stops, pops, bucket!
That's a tough shot. Outstanding defense there by it was a forced shot, and that's where their offense goes awry. They move the ball around and get good ball movement without the basketball. That's where they're successful.
Billy White with the take and the bucket. That's a foul. Inside, Capers can't hit. And back to Hurricanes, come the other way on a 3-on-2. Dixon, contact, bucket. Herring Jr. wanted a call. 0.9 ticks to go. Pike Scale swings it. Antoine Mason wide open. Lane and bucket. Put the brakes on just. Dixon for three, and that's too strong. And Anderson with the rebound there.
Ronaldo's really been shooting with confidence the last little while now.
And count it for Williamson. And in the third quarter. Entry pass, Watson spins away from Williamson and bucket there, Renato Dixon. That gives it the London Lightning, and he said, is that a London Lightning band performing on our floor? I don't think so.
We're not having it.
Yeah, he was he was adamant about it. In the meantime, Mason comes.
Defense from Captain Klink.
Play scales now in the paint, one-on-one on Johnson, off the window and in.
And we know what he can do in terms of distributing the ball, but when he starts to score, man, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Phillips back out, Cadogan for three, swish.
I don't care who you are, when you give him that kind of time.
You do a little bit of work.
Well, Vince needs to, oh, wait. Let's leave our Vince insults for
three.
Dixon.
That's gathered up there by Maurice Bolden. Bolden didn't see much playing time in game number 3. Here's Cadogan. And he kept on driving. Watson set up there, thinks the
frame.
There's Poole now. Nice to see him with the stroke as he gets the bucket. He mentioned earlier he had a
15 points
injury.
Last outing.
Yeah, he had an injury and kept him sort of contained in the earlier. Bolden, corner three. That doesn't go. Herring Jr. taps it right into the hands of Otieno. Clink Scales alley-oop, and the finish by White, and one. In the jungle here, Dudley. You have to color code it somehow. Otieno at the clock at 10, and the throw down to boot.
Wow! This is the second time we saw Otieno go to the rack hard, and again, you love what he can do, and what he has been doing. And one.
Yeah, there's Capers.
It was his 10th point. Looks like he's gonna go for his 11th.
And Stripe, a little bit of difficulty, 1 of 2 once again, but they got a second and a third chance at the bucket. Out, and Phillips comes down once again with the weak side rebound. Williamson inside, and the bucket as White got over there.
It's a 5-point game.
5-point game, just like that. 10-point lead, now cut down. 5-0 run here by the London Lightning. But Cox wide open, whoa! He could go to the store across the shot clock shut off. No fouls to give. Both teams at 17 fouls. Anderson, Capers.
Marcus Capers hits a 3 at
fourth quarter. Their most important fourth quarter here of the 2016-2017 season. Mason inside. Cox with the bucket. Love the ball movement, Vince.
Yeah, but lots of time left. He can get better here. He can help his team by doing other things.
Phillips for three. Yes, sir.
Marvin Phillips though, situations, so he knows how to get it done down the stretch.
Well, when you think of it with Cadogan and Royce White, he was one of the forgotten men on this team as Watson comes up with a nice little finger roll, and it's just been business as usual. There's a steal there by Anderson. 4 coming back in black jerseys. Johnson with a little finger roll off the glass and in.
In other ways, and he just gave an example of how he can do that.
First points of the night there for Johnson. Coming up to 3 to go. White, bucket on the draw. 22 left to go. Anderson. Johnson, who a couple seconds ago got his first points of the night. Elbow jumper over White and gets it to go.
That's a tough shot there by Kyle with that hand, but Johnson was able to beat the defense with a nice step back jumper.
Mason, nice touch and in, and count it as well. 75-68 ball game, 7:48 left to go in game number 4. Tough take there by Cadogan, and the put back there by Anthony Criswell. And getting contributions, as we mentioned, Capers and everybody. As Anderson comes up with it, here is the aforementioned Capers. Alley-oop at Capers! Now into the 20s with.
They get this one done, but it's a must-win situation for the Hurricanes.
3 of 4 there from the stripe there for Watson. 6:35 left to go, and another big dunk.
Miscommunication Savin as well. Just not sure why he's not in the game at this opportune time for the Lightning.
Mason for 3. Yes!
See, and he's been a dude.
With 4:24 left to go, 80-76. Watson, reckless pass, gets the return, and one.
Yeah, as you mentioned, he got. It was a great
like
opportunity.
3 fouls in the first minute.
Exactly, and a great opportunity for the Lightning to get into this game and get back
Anderson,
into that lead.
beautiful bucket,
Oh,
and 1 to 9. Foul was to Billy White. That was his 5th. Oh, Dixon wide open, and the two-handed finish. Jam. Stand back. Is it Anderson time? No. 2 straight misses from outside.
Just can't get it
100
done.
seconds left to go. 89-81. And the big two-handed jam once again. This time the broadcast, you know, that he only had 5 points last year in Game 4. But boy, oh boy, you talk about him, and all of a sudden, it'll be a 1 second difference between the game clock and shot clock. No fouls to give for the London Lightning as we take a look at Clink Scales on the one-on-one with Johnson. Just happy to give up the 24-second shot clock violation. 6 ticks left. A game that they had to have, and they got 94-85. Ball game over.
Well, I tell you.